This is oh, here they come. The French dimension is flooding into the room. Here they come.
Ooh la la, they're saying as they walk through the door.
That's what we're saying. It's coming alive here. Obviously, Kuracow probably going to have more experience against Samus than Sisqui would have against Wii Fit, but Sisqui is just so veteran overall, it shouldn't really matter. Mostly because, you know, France have some fantastic Samuses. Also, France just have overall an insane level. You could probably go into the off-license, get a burrito, and whoever's serving it to you, hey, they're probably a Samus main.
Yeah.
Probably go 2-2 at your local. So, as we move on,
If they know what an off license is anyway. What do we call that in French? We'll have to ask our friends. But right now, this is a big lead for Sisqui, but deep breathing is there on Kuracow. Or Kuracow, I'm hearing from the chants. We're learning a lot on the spot, but parry that back air, which was the tail of the tape for Sisqui's previous set to get this far. We're kind of showing, as we move forward in rounds, how much the level improves from round to round, but down air to attempting the up air, not quite finding its mark.
And I did not actually see if there was any stage bans going on before this started, but I have a feeling these two players sat down, they looked at each other, were like, oh dear. Yeah, don't worry about it. Fortunately, you're going to have to be pretty stressed about that. Kuracow is more than happy to laugh that one up, though.
But you know what, though? I think that might have been livable because Kuracow had so much drift with deep breathing. I feel like they could have wall jumped off the platform. They didn't air dodge, it was just a nair.
I think that's...
They were actionable. I wonder if Kuracow could have gotten back, but doesn't matter. We'll have to forfeit that stock and get the spike!
Ooh. Fantastic. The French pumping off. They're happy with that one.
And crouching in front of the face. I'm just going to do my warm-ups. In front of you, can't charge shot me when I'm low profiling you like this. I'll just get my gains in real quick. The morning exercise.
Let's find out right there. Oh my goodness, as the Zair comes through forward air, looks like Kuracow more than happy to just stay at range. Trying to find a deep breathing was not quite enough. Eventually caught out by that jump line. Oh, Sisqui just pressuring them out.
Now gets the deep breathing, but unfortunately messing up the timing on the previous attempt, which allowed Sisqui to get a free hit with no benefits to Kuracow. Low profile, and once again, Wii Fit, higher kind of gravity stats on deep breathing. They will naturally just jump a bit lower, but rolls right into that charge shot. Just about hanging on with the second one will do it.
Fantastic, that's the thing. You put yourself on the ledge against Sisqui. He will take it down, and if you're playing Wii Fit Trainer, it is a safe haven. So you can just seal your own fate right there as the drop down up air comes out. It's dash attack. Could find a kill here if they're not careful. Or tries to read a jump, but it's not quite enough. Now they just have to survive the onslaught. Can't quite get over the mid-range charge shot as... Have a look. Hitboxes, just throwing them out. See if we can find a net. Ooh.
Yep, you're finding the way over, but once again, deep breathing. It's an invitation to go and hit you, even if you manage to get the hit out of it. The back hit of forward tilt, nearly sneaking away Sisqui's stock a bit more percent, and that would have worked, and I'm pretty sure that was not Kuracow's intention, but you never can tell with these high-level Wii Fit players. They can be so entertaining to watch. Deep breathing is back once again.
Oh, no! Oh, my goodness! He's got that downward dog in him, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. That is what we like to see as 126. The rage is here. It's not looking impossible for Kuracow right now. The crowd coming live at Sisqui. Just so hard to break.
Yep, saying, okay, if you can low profile under my little charge shots and get a down tilt on me, then I will just make sure that all of my charge shots are going to be that little bit bigger, the bigger bola, and it will be taken away, game number one. But Kuracow really growing into this one and definitely has the crowd on his side right now, which can make a big difference. So I hope those headphones are doing real good for Sisqui right now.
I certainly hope so. I just think about it, like if Kura hadn't just plummeted to his death halfway through the first stock, maybe that could have been a different game. We're going to see if it can be, as the eject button opening up for Sisqui right there. Already getting a nice little bit of damage right there, but Kuro just looking to approach, getting caught out though. We're finally starting to see this CQC insurance that is the Samus up special right there. All caught off. Oh no, as he is
close range charge shot into forward smash. Yes, Dark Samus can do that under certain circumstances. It can be so funny sometimes seeing what charge shot will combo into. We've got some damage on Sisqui right now, but it is not looking great for Kuracow. Has to expend the projectile just to offer any sort of defense on the way back, but crawling underneath the charge shot, the push-up crawl very entertaining to watch from Wii Fit Trainer. It seems so impractical, but it's really not. But the charge shot, definitely one of the most practical kill options in the game.
Yeah, you're not crawling under that there, Sunshine, as tries to just run over the top platform, avoids the ball, but does not avoid the follow-up. Sisqui trying to keep him in the air, forced up into a tech situation instead. Gets the reverse fair, that's what we like to see. He's taking his time, actually reads the weight, it gets a little bit of charge on there. About half charge at the moment, can get a little bit of combo out of it. Ooh, but the jab check.
Yeah, and Wii Fit again. You just want to grab out a shield sometimes, but Wii Fit's grab range so poor that it's simply not even an option when you shield something at close range like that. But there, you know what, Sisqui knowing Kuracow would obviously be able to shield my second jab if I offer the opportunity, so Kuracow instead gets to jump in but eats a back air for their troubles. Dear oh dear, but there's a down tilt. I've never seen any Wii Fit trainer do it quite so much, Nut Roast.
And also, I will point out, all of the French players have now just started cheering for Sisqui, so I don't know what Kura's done in the last 5 minutes to piss them off. But what are you going to do? As there's the grab forced out.
Well, you know, they're cheering for Sisqui, as it were.
Oh, I see. Oh, right, yeah, no, Sisqui, of course. So it's a French win either way, as they are forced up. A deep breathing on stage, Sisqui not falling for that one, but just can't quite
contextual
reach.
Frenchman, as it were.
Exactly, at half, so to speak. Kura just stuck in the corner, finally gets a reversal. Can they find a kill here? Going nice and deep, but it's not quite deep enough as the Sisqui reversal is here. Kicked off stage 2-0 to Sisqui.
Is the handshake, but very entertaining set. We've got all the cheers out in the crowd. It really just makes a spectacle out of those pool sets, you know. You can have hype at any stage of the tournament. That's what we hope to bring to you, and that's what Sisqui will do as he moves on to tomorrow's top 64.
A nice relaxing day for Sisqui. You wake up early afternoon, you head on in, you get a couple of 2-0s, and then you're off for a pizza.
And you know, you could go play in Squad Strike, or you can just go explore the Bologna, because I believe only got here today or yesterday because Sisqui just won eBay games yesterday.
They just
had to get the Wi-Fi bag before coming on for the offline bag. Meanwhile, France is re-invading the room right now. It's almost like they know what's coming.
And we've made a bit of a mistake. There was a bit of a miscommunication.
Oh.
Because, fellas, it's not over yet.
Let's get back to the action.
Unfortunately, miscommunication. This is a best of 5 and not a best of 3. Of course, this is for top 64, which means Kura's dusting his hands off and he's getting back in the ring.
Specifically, this is a play-in to winner's side top 64, which means, therefore, we may already be in top 64 at this point in time if both winner and loser gets through.
This is the
qualifier. It does count as a qualifier, but that means it's all cards on the table moment, so they will sit back down. Crowds run off.
What a fantastic visual of watching the French Dimensional leave in victory and then sprint back in.
It was a 3-stock, I believe, on game 2, so hope you got some adaptations out of that one. I figure Kuracow was quite happy to leave it there, to be honest, but
how much? Like a minute.
Get my lasso back out.
Oh, I'm back. As we're going to get back into it. So now Kura's like, well, what's that?
Can I just try something else here?
Did he wait? Yeah, no.
Male Wii Fit trainer?
Maybe. I mean, he had 45 seconds. He could have VOD reviewed in that time, but alas. Maybe even got some coaching. Maybe it was all a ploy, Tail.
What do I do against the charge shots?
I mean... Oh, here they come, here they come. Obviously, we've got a couple of options, but we're going to see where we roll. The problem is, it's just getting out of the corner. Obviously, like I said before, the stereotype with Wii Fit is that you kind of love being in the corner because you just have such great options. Sisqui is just a menace. So, it's all about Kuro finding center stage and keeping Sisqui at bay. We see the pieces of the puzzle there. Kura has fantastic use of header, can make sure that he actually beats out those charge shots, which is fantastic. But you've somehow, some way, taken Sisqui to Yoshi's.
Well, you know, whatever works for you, just get that early hit in while deep breathing is still active. Wall jumps now, we're not going to see that on the Pokemon Stadium 2 column, but we are going to see it on the side of Yoshi's story. You know, Sisqui, having come off the back of a 3-stock and the gratification of winning a set effectively, it can feel like you want to ride that high, but the down smash is going to get from the back hit Kuracow, it's time to grow back into this one. Oh, falling charge
This
shot.
is not looking good. I'm not going to lie. Even my mum knows to ban Yoshi's against Sisqui. I don't know how we've ended up here, but Kuro's made his bed. Now he's got to sleep in it as the drop comes through. There's the spike, nice and low. You think it's a wall jump in there for a little bit.
Was it worth coming back, Kuracow?
Was it worth it, soldier?
You know what? You got me. But oh, he will get another forward air, though. What's the play here? Goes for another forward air, but putting Sisqui back on stage. Huh? That shot matrix around that one. Good grief.
That's what you like to see forced. Oh, rolls into it. There's
Not another charge shot to F smash.
It's going to be it. Can we get any semblance of a ledge trap here? Forced out. Let's see the guard. Let a tilt on deck. Let's see if we can find it. Can we get it? Oh, doesn't actually read it, but the eject button's so powerful. Forced up. There can't be a kill there. Can there? But the falling back air. The crowd popping off. There's one. Just two to go.
And then the dash grab from WeFit immediately lets him down. It can be so gutting to watch sometimes for WeFit players all around the world. They just want to grab you. And the game says no, they're not allowed. You are a human, you must have a human grab range. But all goes back off stage, but try and get an early kill because that's what you need to make this comeback happen. The deep breathing will return. Sisqui still managed to get a Zaire as a punish. I haven't seen a single deep breathing go unpunished in this set, it feels like.
Sisqi's just so good at understanding the range, you can safely challenge that. It's fantastic. The spike hitbox actually coming up. Wasn't quite ready for a follow-up though. Can we get a punish in? No, unfortunately not. Do get another spike sent up into the air. Cura's kind of making it work. But a wall jump into up air. Just didn't expect that option. It's a little bit wild. Tries to beat out the charge shot, but Sisqui not willing to let it fire right now. Correct option. Fair coming out as well as a back air. Could be it, but alas, it's just not enough. Can we DI? No, we can't. It's just too little, too late. Nose blast zones. As now a second victory for Sisqui.
Yep, it got better as it went along. Kuracow, a great effort. Occasionally let down by WeFit's range, but above all, just came up against one of the best players in the venue and got hit with the skills. But Kuracow really, clearly very good in his own right. Great on him for getting past Pfeiffer, and he'll be expected to make it through on loser's side. We'll have to keep you updated on that
one.
The
way I see it is that game was cancelled. Like, both players left. They could have had any interference. I think instead of a best of 5, it should just be 2 best of 3s.